just witnessed a beautiful sunrise here. I am at the Karaikal beach. This is one of the best natural beaches I have been to on the Bay of Bengal side. A little distance from here, the Arasalar river drains into the Bay of Bengal. The beach is very neat. It's very clean. Quite breezy, of course. Beaches are breezy. And I think this is one of the best beaches I've been to because of the way it's been maintained. And I can also see the little shells here that are, I found these are missing in many of the other beaches in India, but this is quite amazing. I'm positively surprised here. There are some kids playing some football there. I'm going to join them now. Tamil Nadu is not just known for its agriculture, but is also known for its fisheries. When it comes to fishing, all I can think of is the deep blue sea, the catamarans, and the fishermen who risk their lives every day to go and make a catch. That is why when I heard of something called aquaculture, where freshwater fish can be grown inland, I immediately wanted to go and check it out. So now we're going to meet a person who's an expert in freshwater fish farming. So this man spent years experimenting about freshwater fish farming, and today he's a successful fish farmer. So all we're going to do now is we're going to go to the shore, get off the boat and go to his farm, and let's hear from him all about aquaculture.
My name is SP SARAVANAN from Karaikal. I am a fish culture operator and nursery operator also. My journey to this industry is a lengthy one. Basically, I am from graduate in fishery science. After finishing my course, I didn't get much of opportunity in government side. So we opted for private industry. By then, aqua industries were now coming up in India. So I worked in many corporate companies. By 95, virus infected the field and passed away. So many of the industries ran away from the field. So I decided to go for my own farming. So by then I had two options. One is going for saltwater, prawn culture farming, and another one was in freshwater line. Shrimp farming, there was a lot of problems at the time, like social agitations, anti-farming and agitations were going on those times. So I decided to take a farm which is supporting us one way. Another way, agitations, it will not get affected by agitations or salt intrusion problems will not be there. So I chose this freshwater line. So freshwater, since I got a background of fishery science, so I decided to go for carp farming. So carp farming along with scampi, freshwater prawn. So as a polyculture thing, I started this farm. So whatever the income from carp, maybe the expenditure for prawns. So whatever the income generated out of prawn will be the total profit for me. So this was the idea behind. Actually, I chosen this field and came to this. Till then, I didn't have much idea about the fish farming. And I didn't because the turnover was very less, no marketing rate was very less. So I did not give any focus to that. But later on, when I worked in different companies, by then I visited farms in Andhra Pradesh, Godavari district. So I taken a lot of technology from them and incorporated here. And by the way, we changed, altered all our pond size, height, everything, and accordingly, we started producing the systems on pace with Andhra Pradesh. So we are producing right now 1.5 to 2 tons per acre for 6 months. So in a year, we are producing around 3 tons per acre.
So you gave me an introduction about yourself, and you told me how you came into this field of freshwater fish farming. Now, can you tell me how you selected this site, sir?
Yeah. So once I decided, starting freshwater farm, the main criteria I was looking for was the water. Okay. See, Kaveri river water in Delta belt, is only restricted to 6 months. So the rest of the 6 months, will have to depend on the bore water supply. So I was searching land from Karaikal, which is supplying a good quantum of water. Correct. Volume of water is important.
Most important.
Most important. So I was searching land, and finally I fixed up this land because it has both the sources, river water and bore water also. Okay. And availability of bore water is from 100 feet depth. So I get water all through the year. So that is what important actually. So by the time I selected this site, it was sugarcane cultivation land actually. Okay. So any paddy cultivation land or any agriculture land with a little bit of clay content and sand mix, is fine for making bund construction. So once I decided this land, it was all
sugar. What was the extent of the land?
The extent is 7 acres.
7 acres.
7 acres. It's a piece of belt. Okay. And other areas are now belonging to temple. Okay. Actually, it's all not pata lands.
So how did you go about constructing the ponds? Yeah. Because I can see you have about 5-6 ponds here. Yes. So how did you go about constructing the ponds?
See, construction wise, actually, we decided not to waste the soil at all. Actually, everybody actually once they decided going for fish farming, they will remove earth to the depth of 4 feet or so, and that is more than sufficient for constructing bunds actually. Even 1/10 of the availability of land, soil, that is more than sufficient to construct the bund. But the rest of the 90% they are going to sell outside actually. So this is what going on everywhere. But we decided not to waste or not to expel the soil out. Right.
So to retain the soil inside the property.
Yeah, inside the thing. So we went for only 1.5 foot depth actually. Okay. We went for 45 centimeter. Only we excavated.
Only
we excavated only 1.5 feet. Okay. And put the soil in the bunds actually. We accumulated all the soils. Straight away to the bunds.
Including the bund we are walking
on. Walking all. Actually, the bottom width is around 24 feet. Okay. And gave 1:2.2 slope. And on top width is around 6 feet. So allowing us not to walk. Right. To walk even for taking some two-wheelers also. Right. So this is what the idea. Actually, this is right way. In case you are not planning, you are not going to continue this fish operation, you can
take back the soil for
take back the soil and take the land for agriculture activity. Right. So once you duck it and
so the agricultural potential of the land does not go away.
Does not go away, and the value also will be retained actually.
So you told me how you selected this site, and you told me how you created these ponds. Now can you tell me about the fish seeds, sir?
Sir, we are adopting composite fish culture practice here. Okay. So number of species we are culturing here is 6 species. Okay. That combination. So 3 Indian major carps and 3 Chinese carps. Okay. So Katla, Rogu, Mrigal, generally Indian major carps, and Chinese carps, grass carp, common carp, and silver carp. Silver carp now it is a big hit carp. So all these 6 varieties we are growing here, and duration of culture we are aiming is only 6 months. and the production we are targeting here is around 2 to 2.5 tons per acre.
Okay, per acre. Okay.
So accordingly, we will put a
You will assign a pond.
we will put the densities actually.
Okay. Okay.
So which species growing faster in our site actually? By experience we found Rohi is growing well here, and the market wise also it is going beautifully. So for that purpose now actually we are stocking almost of 3,000 numbers per acre.
Okay.
3,000 numbers per acre, and of which 60% is Rohu.
Okay.
Rohu variety. Then 10% Katla, then 10% Mrigal, and remaining
So
items
majority
now,
will be Indian carp.
Yeah, Indian crops only. The two Rohu only.
Rogu. 60% is
60% Rohu.
Okay.
Because no, actually the slender nature of the fish and the taste preferences of the people and the market
So there's a demand for Rogu, which is why it makes sense to grow more of
yes, so that's a thing. Another thing now actually it is growing well in our water conditions. Yeah. That is also important actually. So for that we are doing that thing, and generally we don't stock small seeds. Seed means
the
baby fish. Yeah. So small seeds now will take time. Duration of culture may be around 1 year, 8 months to 1 year, depending on the characteristic of water. Okay.
Right.
So here we stock only yearlings. Yearlings means we parallelly keep on nursery ponds here, and there we'll stock the seed, allowed to grow for 1 year.
Nurture it for a while, and then
1 year we'll keep it there. Then after that we release to grow out ponds. So once after 1 year, it will be of 100 gram size.
100 grams. So
size.
your fish seed is basically you grow it till it is about 100 grams.
100 grams. So that 100 gram size we are putting in our grow out ponds, and giving all feeds, all these things, and management. Then we will take 1 kg size in the period of 6 months.
So 6 months is the harvest period. From putting the baby fish into the pond, it takes about 6 months.
Only
for
6 months.
And
to reach
what will be the
size.
kind of weight that it comes to, sir?
Now by the time it will be 750 grams to 1 kg.
Okay.
So the numbers which we have given, high, like Rogu.
What is the density for Rogu?
Rogu around 1,800 numbers per acre. Okay. So it may reach 750 grams. Whereas other species, as their numbers are less, so they would reach even bigger sizes, like Katla and all now would reach around 1.5 kg, and Botla, another variety, also would reach 2 kg. So since their densities are less, they will grow fast.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So long you told me about the different varieties of fish that you cultivate here. Can you tell me about the process of feeding the fish?
Yeah, we have two processes. We give emphasis to natural fish food availability, that is natural food, and artificial feed. Okay. So natural food is a prime one actually. So fish is basically and principally depending on the natural food. And what the artificial feed we are giving, it is only a supplementary feed. That's what we used to call. So it is only a supplementation. So natural fish food organisms will have to develop. So we generally call it as a plankton. Plankton, majoritarily it is.
It's a vegetation, right?
It is a microalgae.
Microalgae.
Microalgae. That is primary. That is a primary producer actually, and phytoplankton is the basic one. And after that, the one which is consuming phytoplankton is zooplankton, and fish is the next level in the pyramid chain of food actually. Hierarchy chain. So we'll have to give a lot of emphasis for the development of natural phytoplankton production. So for that we keep manuring the pond regularly. So on a daily basis or weekly basis, if plankton level is less, we'll add more load of.
So the more the green the pond is, it means the better the plankton
coverage and plankton production. That is a natural fish food
so
organisms
the pond
also.
Should be green. You shouldn't be able to see through the
Yes. For that the measurement is also there actually. Secchi discount measurement is there. Then after that artificial pellets actually, whatever be the natural fish food availability is there in the pond, that is restricted to 1 acre. So that 1 acre it can support only certain biomasses. Biomass means the weight of the fish. So after that, over and above, say for example per acre, it can support, the natural food can support 1000 kilos.
Okay.
Then after that, if you mean to produce 2
More
tons
fish.
or 3 tons, so the rest of the weight, quantum of fish, you have to support with artificial pellets or feed.
Because there can only be so much plankton come.
It can't be increased. So what we used to do now, actually we'll go for floating pellets.
Right.
And lot of methods, and actually lot of
basically artificially
ingredients.
obtained food.
Yeah. So we generally give here floating pellets and rice, cooked rice. Then this ground oil cake and rice bran mixture.
Okay.
So these are the items we used to give regularly. So morning we used to give floating pellets, and afternoon we give cooked rice, and in the evening hours we'll give this mixture of this ground oil cake and rice bran. So not to waste all these things unnecessarily in the pond water, and targeting to reach it only to the fish.
Right.
Actually we'll create demand feeding.
Right.
So we want to throw the thing directly to the pond actually.
Right.
So we keep the food in the gunny bags.
In specific pockets you will drop it.
No. Actually we'll tie the bags. Actually we'll put the feed in the bags, and that bag we'll tie it in the pond.
Okay.
So and we have lot of holes below.
Okay.
So fishes will come and suck the feed from the holes.
We'll peck it from the
peck it. Right. So it will not get wasted actually.
Okay.
So this is the way we'll use to do it.
How do you prevent diseases from affecting the fish?
Sir, for everything, the primary factor is environment.
Correct.
If you maintain an environment perfectly, so it will not give chance for disease.
Correct.
Okay, so prevention is better than cure. So here we prevent it. So we know the quality of the water, quality of the soil, and the environmental parameters, and the quality of the seeds we stock also. So if we give a selection on these processes and regular observation methods, actually we have a lab also. We will test some parameters like oxygen, temperature, then pH, and then this alkalinity. So these are the tests we used to undertake here in the lab. So once these parameters are maintained properly, so will not allow the disease to, because disease is something
prevent diseases from coming.
Disease is somewhere coming from outside to here actually.
Correct.
Every pathogen is with the fish only.
Correct.
So when opportunity arises, it will attack.
Correct.
So we will not give the opportunity.
Right.
If at all any diseases, outbreak of disease in we will quarantine it, and we know how to cure it actually.
Right. So we spoke about feeding the fish, and we spoke about managing the fish. Now can you tell me about the harvesting part, sir?
Yeah. See, harvesting we operate drag net. So drag net is the one which can cover 3/4 of the pond.
Okay.
A long net.
Right.
So it will be operated by 4 or 5 people. Depends on the area of the size of the pond.
Okay.
Okay. So from one side, it will be one side we will be keeping in the side of the bunk.
Okay.
And another side, they will be dragging it.
So they'll get into the pond.
Everybody will get into the pond, and will be dragging the pond, dragging the net.
Okay.
So other side, somebody will be disturbing the animals. So by the way, it is coming to the net. So we'll close it and we'll lift it. So this is the way we used to catch.
Okay.
So the marketing arrangements, actually this way we can catch easily 100 to 200 kilos of fish.
Okay. So per catch, how much of fish will you get?
Depends on the numbers inside the pond actually.
Okay.
When numbers are high, in one catch itself we can get 200 kgs of fish. If numbers are less, so we have to operate more nettings in the same pond itself.
Sir, we have almost come to the fag end of our session, and you so beautifully explained to me about how you selected this site, and then you told me about the seed stocking and seed harvesting, and before that you also told how you built these ponds, and you showed me also a few varieties of fish, and we also spoke a little bit about marketing. Now, since you also are a professional in this field and you also are now into the business of freshwater fish farming, can you tell us about the economics of this, sir?
So the economics of fish farming, the cost of production is now almost 80 rupees a kg.
Okay.
So what rate we are selling in our farm, ex-farm price is 180 rupees.
Okay.
That is for retails.
Okay.
And for wholesale it is 170 rupees.
Okay.
So almost all 100 rupees we will get out of a
kg.
kilo of fish sale.
Okay.
So our production is almost 3 tons per year. Per year. Because
though even
making,
though it's,
we are making 2 crops in a year. So each crop we are producing around 1.5 tons.
Okay.
So 2 crops 3 tons.
Okay.
So this is what our production, and we are running around 15 acres of
Right.
area.
Right.
So almost all 45 tons of fish we are producing in a year.
Right.
So reasonable profit.
So it definitely is a profitable business, is
Yes,
what
yes, yes.
you would definitely suggest people to take it up and.
The thing is, actually, whoever interested to take this entrepreneurship, should have a lot of patience, develop patience, and hard working.
Absolutely.
So
we have to be in the sun, roam around, and
yes.
not mind the heat. Super, sir. It was wonderful spending these hours with you. With so much of patience you showed me around. It's time for me to leave you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for visiting my farm.
Of course, sir.
Showing this.
Of course. Thank you so much, sir. Bye. Whew. Apart from that brief piranha moment that I had there, where I almost lost my life, I think this episode went really well. I am sure you guys also learned a lot about freshwater fish farming, and if you guys can go back home and do a little bit of research, I think you too can start your own freshwater fish farm. It's time for me to wrap up this episode. So this is me, Kosesha, signing off.